I don't really know why I decided to tell this story. Or maybe I do. Maybe it's because it still hurts even though 2 years have passed. Because I feel like there are still parts of me stuck in that chapter. And because I know there are so many others, especially women, who are about to fall into the same trap without even noticing. This isn't a movie. It's not some epic revenge story. It's just my truth. And that's exactly why it hurts so much. I went into debt for someone I loved. And I didn't just lose money. I lost time, dignity, mental health. I lost friends. I lost sleep. I lost myself. But eventually, I clawed my way back. Not completely, but enough to tell this story. And if even one sentence from this helps you avoid what I went through, it was worth recording. His name was Leo. I met him at a weekend party, a friend's birthday. He was one of those guys who makes eye contact when he talks, who smiles with his whole face, who seems like he can read the whole room without trying. He talked about everything: politics, music, business, how messed up the country was, crypto, books I'm pretty sure he hadn't read. But he was convincing. He had that confidence that makes you let your guard down. He added me on Instagram the next day. We started chatting. First, a reaction to a story, then a comment about a song. I felt flattered. Not because I thought I was beneath him, but because it was nice to feel wanted by someone who seemed so worldly. We went out for drinks. He took me to this small, cozy bar with warm lighting. Not fancy, but charming. We talked for 3 hours without looking at our phones. He said he didn't believe in labels, that relationships were about agreements, that the most important thing was loyalty. I nodded. He seemed mature, different, like someone who'd lived 5 lives already. We started seeing each other more often. Within 2 months, he was basically living at my place, sleeping over 3 or 4 nights a week. He brought a toothbrush, an old hoodie he left in case it got cold, socks that I ended up washing. Little things, normal things. One night he made pasta for dinner, told me he wanted a partner in life, someone who believed in him, like he believed in me. I felt chosen, like I was being offered a seat at a very exclusive table. The first favor didn't feel like a big deal. We were watching a mediocre show, lounging on the couch. He paused the TV and said, "Babe, I hate asking you this, but do you think you could lend me $2,500? I need to close a deal with a supplier. I'll pay you back next week, I swear. With extra if you want." I froze. It caught me off guard. It made me uncomfortable. But it wasn't a huge amount, just $2,500 I had saved for a weekend getaway with my close friends. I hesitated, but he didn't push. That was the worst part. He never pressured me. He just left the request hanging like a seed, and I watered it all by myself. So I gave him the money. He kissed me, hugged me, said, "This means more than just money. This is trust." A week passed. He didn't pay me back, but he gave me a jacket, a really nice one, branded. He said, "I know it's not the same, but I saw it and thought of you." And I believed him, told him it was fine, that I knew he was doing his best. And yeah, the jacket was beautiful, but something inside me had already started slipping. From then on, the requests became a routine. Subtle, casual, constant, always with a different excuse. One week it was rent, then a supplier issue, then his card was blocked. I didn't fully understand what he did for work, and I stopped asking, because whenever I did, he'd get annoyed, say I didn't trust him, that I was being negative. He had dreams, so many. A clothing brand, personalized shirts, shipping to other countries. It all sounded believable. He had mock-ups, logos, design samples. He'd show me sketches he supposedly made with a designer friend. I got excited. I imagined us making it big together. I thought, when this takes off, I'll be part of it. Meanwhile, I was playing financial Tetris, covering one card with another, asking for extensions. I started using a new credit card the bank offered me. Then I got a personal loan for $15,000 to cover the first card. Then another smaller one. And after that, I lost track. I didn't tell anyone. I was ashamed. My mom would have killed me. My friends were already suspicious. I started lying, saying I didn't feel like going out, that I had a headache, that I was saving up. The truth? I couldn't afford the bus fare. One time I went to the supermarket to buy food. Ground beef, rice, bread, yogurt, At the checkout, my card declined. I tried another one, nothing. I had to tell the cashier I didn't have cash. I left the yogurt, left the bread, took only the beef and rice, walked home 6 blocks and cried on the curb. That night, Leo said, "We're almost there, babe. I know it's tough, but what you're doing is huge. You're investing in me, and that's rare." And I believed him. Again. One Saturday night, I was alone. Leo said he was meeting a supplier. I was lying in bed, scrolling through TikTok. Then I got a message from Cammy, an old acquaintance. "Hey, isn't Leo with you? Just saw him in the city with some girl. He had his arm around her waist." I froze. Didn't reply. Texted him. "Where are you?" 2 hours later. "At Nico's place." "Why?" "Lie." I pushed. He left me on red. The next day, he sent a voice message. "I don't want to make this a big deal. I'm seeing someone else. It's not your fault. You're a good person. But you're not what I'm looking for. Sorry." And then he blocked me. Gone. Just like that. No fight, no closure, nothing. All I had left were debts and an empty apartment. I didn't leave my bed for 3 days. I felt like an idiot. A fool. A woman who gave away her whole life. I started writing everything down. Credit card number 1, $18,000. Credit card number 2, $9,000. Personal loan, $15,000. Interest, $7,000. Plus cash he never returned. Total, $49,000. All in my name. Legal, traceable. My mess, not his. I couldn't sleep. Had anxiety attacks. My hair started falling out. I cut everyone off. Eventually, I called my mom in tears. She hugged me, didn't judge me, said, "It's done now, baby. What matters is getting out." I went to the bank, cried, explained, renegotiated, set up payment plans, sold stuff, clothes, my microwave, took on side gigs, walked dogs, wrote people's resumes. I did whatever it took, went back to therapy. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror at first, but I started walking again, slowly, day by day. Each payment was a tiny victory. I felt less broken, a little more alive. Now, 2 years later, I'm still paying off the consequences. But the pain isn't the same, because I learned. I understood that love shouldn't leave you empty, that you don't have to save anyone, that you don't need to be someone's business partner when they won't even sign their name, but will sign off on your soul. And if you're hearing this and feel like you're giving too much, patching holes you didn't make, listen to yourself. Don't wait until it's too late. Sometimes no one comes to save you. Sometimes you have to be your own rescue. Thanks for listening until the end. If something like this happened to you, you're not alone. I was there too, and I got out.